When it comes to enrichment, as usual, you're going to improve all these areas. And besides that, today, excuse me, if you ask the question, what is this editorial about? This editorial discusses the US policy towards conflict between Israel and Gaza, particularly focusing on President Joe Biden's approach. It's all about that. What is the tone of the editorial? The tone of the editorial is critical and somewhat accusatory. Accuse someone, point out someone without any evidence, we use the word accuse, accusation, allegation. But today's editorial, there's so many words, 20 plus words. I doubt whether we get time for analysis, but let's see. The very first word, unleash. A leash goes with an animal. If you take a dog, we leash, we use a leash. It can be a verb, it can be a noun. But unleash, usually, it is a verb, meaning to release or set free, typically something powerful or intense. Usually, unleash, I give one expression. What is it? All youngsters, you have a lot of potential, innate talent. Based on that, I say, unleash your potential. Unleash your potential. All the youngsters. Synonyms, release, let loose, important expression. Set loose, important expression. Liberate, also an important word. Other words are easy words. Antonyms, restrain. Here you have to recollect the word refrain. Refrain, restrain, both take the preposition from. Confine, already we have got. Inhibit, important words. Suppress, also an important word. Withhold, all these are important words. And inhibit, usually we use a word in the noun form. Inhibitions. People have a lot of inhibitions. Because of these inhibitions, we don't tend to express ourselves. What is the example? The new policy threatens to unleash chaos, means result in chaos in the market. An important example. A rage, part of speech, can be a noun, can be a verb, meaning violent, uncontrollable anger. For that, we also use words like important word fury, wrath, we have already got. Anger, simple word. Outrage, also we have got, important word. And ire is also an important word. All these words are very important, synonyms. And antonyms, calmness, a simple word. The other day I gave the word serene, serenity, and tranquility. These two are important words, calm and quiet. But contentment means being happy with whatever you have. It has a different connotation. Example, the crowd erupted in rage, means in a lot of anger after the controversial decision was announced. Immediately they became very angry. That's what it means. Casualties, whenever there's an accident, we in the newspapers we come across this word. Casualties, part of speech, noun. At the time of accidents, at the time of war, also we come across. Meaning, people killed or injured, usually killed. Sometimes it goes with injured in a war, as I said, accident or disaster. Could be an earthquake, could be floods. Synonyms, victims, simple word. Fatalities, fatal, causing death, another word form. Losses, wounded, dead, simple words. Antonyms, survivors, unharmed, unscathed, an important word. Untouched, simple word. The earthquake, as I said, it goes with earthquakes. The earthquake resulted in numerous casualties. Means many people must have got lost their lives or got injured. I hope you guys are there and listening. Today, I don't see a lot of students and no contribution, no value addition from your end. Is it because today is Saturday? Wow, part of speech verb, meaning a solemn promise or pledge. Promise, pledge has many meanings. Oath, commitment, covenant, an important word. Commitment, simple word. Antonyms, break, renounce, an important word. Abandon, we have got many a time, important word. Disregard, no respect. Example, the exchange of vows of eternal love on their wedding day. Eternal means a forever. That's also an important word. Refuge, a refugee, noun. Refuge also noun, but meaning is entirely different. Meaning shelter or protection from danger or distress. At least one student responded, Neetu Kumari. I'm sorry. Thank you. Sanctuary, shelter, haven. Haven for someone, for some group. Haven for drug addicts. Haven for terrorists. Asylum, it goes with lunatics. Retreat has two meanings. One, to take back, go back. Another, a place that provides shelter. Antonyms, danger, peril is an important word, risk, exposure. Example sentence, the refugees sought refuge. Refugees means a persons. Refuge means the place. The refugees sought refuge in neighboring countries because of the political turmoil. Vulnerable, we have got many a time. I'm sorry, I could not change. Part of speech, adjective. Susceptible to physical or emotional harm or attack. Synonyms, defenseless, susceptible, an important word. Exposed, at risk, fragile. Fragile, easy to break or damage. You should also recollect the word brittle. That goes more with glass and eggshells. Invulnerable, protected, resilient, important word. Look at the example. The elderly are particularly vulnerable to the flu. The flu. Before some diseases, we should use a definite article the. The flu, one thing. The plague, another thing. The rickets, the mumps, the measles. All these words are very important, have given many a time. Relentless efforts, it takes the word efforts, hard work. Part of speech adjective, meaning unyielding or persistent, especially in pursuit of something. When you have a dream, if you have a dream, you want your dream to come true, you have to put in relentless efforts. Synonyms, unstoppable, persistent, important word, determined, relentless, same word has been repeated, constant. Antonyms, yielding. Yield has two different meanings. One is positive, that goes with agriculture, the crop, yield. But yield also has a negative connotation, to surrender. Based on this, here you have to recollect one important phrase. The detective was relentless in his pursuit of the truth. A good example. Hostage crisis. There's one expression. We have a hostage crisis. Part of speech noun, a person seized or held as security for fulfillment of a condition. This goes with a plane hijacking. When a plane is hijacked, the passengers, we use the term hostages. They have been taken as hostages. Captive, prisoner, captive goes with putting in a cage animals. And there's one important expression you have to know, captive breeding. Breeding in a zoo or in a cage, that is known as captive breeding. As I said, it goes with animals. Detainee, important word. Inmate. Inmate goes with asylums. It also goes with prisons. Yes. Adi Lakshmi, first one to respond with value addition. Antonyms: free, liberated, released. The terrorist held several hostages in the bank robbery. Retaliate goes with everyday English. It also goes with effective English. To respond to an attack or injury by counter-attacking. Someone attacks you, you in turn attack them. Synonyms: revenge, strike back, important expression. Retaliate, same word has been used. Reciprocate, but reciprocate has a positive connotation. Avenge, an important word. Revenge, avenge, you have to, they are reflexive verbs that you have to recollect. Antonyms: forgive, pardon, tolerate, acquiesce. This is an important word. Other words are familiar words. The country vowed to retaliate against the enemy's aggression. Yes. Flaw, a defect or imperfection, a weakness. We have got this word many a time, but important word. Defect, imperfection, fault, blemish, weakness. Blemish is an important word, though it goes with complexion, skin, blemishless character, perfection, strength, asset, advantage. Despite his talents, his perfectionism often leads him to focus on every flaw. There is a saying in English, what is it? Perfectionism is like paralysis. Because of that, sometimes you cannot do what you can do. Often leads him to focus on every flaw. In this context, based on the word flaw, I would like to give an expression: flawless English. He speaks flawless English, means what? Without mistakes. We also say impeccable. Impeccable English means a perfect, flawless. Yes. Preach, what I do is teaching. When it comes to religious aspect, someone does it. We use the word preach. Preach, part of speech verb. To publicly proclaim or teach. As I said, a religious message or belief. It goes with religion. Advocate, support, promote, proclaim, public statement. All these, how come words are repeated? Exhort, important words. Antonyms: denounce, important word. Condemn, not exactly here. Oppose, discourage, simple words. The priest preached about compassion and forgiveness. Compassion, being kind towards others. Indiscriminate, it goes with the word indiscriminate killing, one combination. Indiscriminate shooting, another combination. Attack also you can say. Uh, Done at random or without careful selection. A random, I'm sure you all know. Haphazard, an important word. Arbitrary, an important word. Discriminate, opposite to indiscriminate. Unselective. Selective, specific, targeted, discriminate. Example: the bombing resulted in indiscriminate destruction, one more combination, of both military and civilian targets. Intransigence, we have got for the first time an important word. Intransigence means, it's a noun, refusal to change one's views or to agree about something. That means what? Stubbornness, inflexibility, rigid, rigidity, obstinate, obstinacy, defiance. All these words are very important. Antonyms of flexibility: compromise, accommodation, cooperation. Despite numerous attempts at negotiation, the intransigence of both parties led to a stalemate. Stalemate means a deadlock, no solution. Genocide, they have given in bank exams, SSC also many a time, an important word. Side is a suffix, means what? Kill. What are the words? Suicide, patricide, matricide, fratricide, genocide, insecticide, infanticide, feticide. All these words you have to know. That deliberate killing of large group of people, especially a particular race or community of a particular ethnic group, as I said, or nation. Mass murder, ethnic cleansing, important word. Holocaust, important word. Extermination, important word. Ethnic means belonging to a particular country or group or culture or tradition. Ethnic fashion, traditional fashion. Antonyms, none. Specific concept, no antonyms. The international community condemned the genocide in the region and called for immediate action. Bankroll, we have got for the first time, part of speech verb. To provide the money for a project or enterprise. Finance, exact word. Fund, we all know this. Sponsor, back, support. Antonyms, divest, disinvest, withdraw support. But divest is an important word. Example, the wealthy entrepreneur decided to bankroll the startup. Means support financially the startup. Debilitate, an important word we have got once or twice. It's a regular verb. To weaken or make feeble. Feeble means weak. And synonyms, weaken and feeble, undermine. Important word, impair. We have got all these recently. Cripple, imagine someone met with an accident. After the accident, could not move, could not use his or her legs. Then we say he became a cripple, not able to use the arms or legs, cripple. But cripple can be physical because of an accident. It can be mental, means they can't think properly because of some shock. The illness debilitated him to the point where he could barely walk. Barely walk means hardly walk. Fragile, we have got many a time, part of speech adjective, meaning easily broken or damaged, delicate. Delicate, breakable, frail, brittle, vulnerable. Antonym, strong, sturdy, an important word. Robust, an important word. Resilient, important word. Handle the glassware with care. It's very fragile, easily breakable. Yes, that's right, Adi Lakshmi. Sully, to tarnish or damage the purity or integrity of something. Important word, part of speech verb. Tarnish, stain, defile, pollute, besmirch, an important word. Tarnish is also an important word. Antonyms, clean, purify, enhance, elevate. Enhance goes more with enrichment, elevate taking to a higher level. But clean, purify, they go with this word. Look at the example. The scandal sullied his reputation in the community. Means spoiled his reputation, tarnished someone's image, tarnished someone's reputation. And I wanted to use some word based on what? Yes, these are the words. It has taken almost 10 minutes. I don't know how many are there. Policy, this is all about the US policy towards Israel and West Asia. Policy mismatch on the US and Israel policy. What the US says, what the US implements, no, they don't go with each other. Go with, I've just used appraisal verb, means match. They don't go with each other, means there's a mismatch. Yes, very good. What is the main idea? The US must not arm Israel while asking it to halt Gaza strikes. You can say this is contradictory or ironical. On the one hand, US supplies the arms to Israel. On the other hand, it asks the Israel to stop war. It should not do that. That is controversial. The US must not arm Israel while asking it to halt Gaza strikes. When the US asks Israel to stop, then it should not supply the arms. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Already we have got the word must many a time. Personal obligation, one function, personal obligation or obligation imposed by the speaker. The other one, to convey the idea something is compulsory. Halt means to stop. Simple word, that's why I haven't brought. I doubt whether we have time or not. For today, if you guys don't mind, please go through the editorial, read based on all the words because it takes a lot of time. Today's editorial, a lengthy editorial, and so many words. I had to spend a lot of time, and in fact, some words I haven't brought. Lack of time, I could not bring. For today, what I request you guys, since you have the words, we have done many a time an editorial related to Israel right now, the war going on for the last 8 months, I suppose. Please go through and try to answer the questions. I'll provide the PDF in the afternoon. If you say yes, I will wind up the session because it's already 52. It's a lengthy editorial. I won't be able to complete. And don't join at 7:30. There also, I don't think we can work on mini mocks. Today, time factor. That takes more time because there are about 20 words. Thank you very much for understanding. Have a nice day. Have a nice week.